retribution. Draw a line in the sand, we abuse it. This moment we own, and watch us prove it. We are released, the revolution. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope, that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel the hope, that means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite. Let's live forever.
Hello and welcome to the AEW Wrestling Talk Show with Reece Jones and
Sean Smith.
Renamed for the purposes of copyright.
Yes. And we bring you our reactions to last Wednesday's AEW Revolution pay-per-view, which came out from the Wintrust Arena in Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, AEW went live for their first pay-per-view of the year on the last day of February, which was extended by a day this year.
Yes, leap year, here we come. Or should I say, leap year city.
So we have 8 matches that took place, 1 on the pre-show, plus 1 dark match which was taped for an episode of AEW Dark, which we will not bother getting into.
Nah.
But let's start with the pre-show match. This was a tag team match between SCU and the Dark Order.
Now this rivalry has been brewing for at least maybe how long now?
It started roughly around the time that they created the tag team championships.
Pretty much.
And let's just say this went a bit all over the place, as tag team action normally does.
Yeah.
But the winners of this match, after a running elbow strike, was the Dark Order. But then things got a little bit interesting after the match.
Oh yes.
Because there was a bit of a brawl.
Yeah, there was, in which, it got out of control.
Yes, Colt Cabana made his AW debut. The Dark Order ambushed him, but they were quickly ambushed by a group members. Then SCU's teammate Christopher Daniels emerged in a cloak and helped them clear the Dark Order from the ring.
Yes. And that scattered them completely.
Now, onto the main card.
Oh, yes.
The main show opened up with a match between Jake Hager,
Copyright.
and Dustin Rhodes.
And again, this rivalry has been ruined ever since Dustin Rhodes had his arm attacked, had his arm broken and injured by Jake Hager of the Inner Circle.
Yes, so Things started out rather well for the Inner Circle, although they got worse. We'll get into that. But
Yes.
in the conclusion of this match, after some back and forth action, Jake Hager found out he had to go low and hit Dustin with a low blow behind the referee's back,
Literally behind the referee's back.
and then applied a standing arm triangle, forcing Rhodes to tap out.
Or pass out, as the word most definitely said.
Next, we go on to a skateboard match.
Yes, you heard it right, a skateboard match.
I say that because the skateboard is kind of what built this rivalry.
And the rivalry we're talking about is Darby Allin against another Inner Circle member, Sammy Guevara.
This time, however, the Inner Circle would not be so fortunate,
Correct.
because Guevara would expose the turnbuckle, as they do, and would attempt to have Darby Allin go into it. Only for it to be reversed, Guevara was sent into the exposed turnbuckle, and Darby Allin was able to hit the coffin drop and get the win.
Coffin drop is Darby Allin's popularity is very quickly spreading among AEW fans.
Next we go to what was probably the match of the night.
And that was between for the AEW World Tag Team Championships as Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega defend their titles against the Young Bucks of Matt and Nick Jackson.
This was half an hour in length. Now,
False finish after false finishes everywhere with some insane moves to boot.
not a lot of tag team matches can go that long and remain entertaining. This one did.
Absolutely.
So, after false finishes, back and forth action,
Yep.
Hangman Adam Page managed to perform the Bugshot Lariat on Nick Jackson at the outside area to get him out
And out of the match.
before hitting Matt Jackson with another one to get the 3 count and have Kenny Omega and Adam Page retain the World Tag Team Championships.
But after the match, it appeared that Hangman Adam Page appeared to be not interested in any handshakes with the Young Bucks.
Yes, well, that's partly because there's going to be some tension between these teams, especially with Kenny Omega being a Young Buck, kind of.
I'm about to say, kind of, yeah.
Next, we go to the AEW Toy Championship, if you can call it that.
Oh, the AEW Women's World Championship, which doesn't even look like a very championship.
No, Nyla Rose, the first,
Gender woman in professional wrestling.
was defending against Chris Statlander, and this was kind of predictable. Nyla Rose had just won the title off Rio. They weren't going to take it off of her like 2 weeks later, and they didn't, with a super kick and a powerbomb off the top rope.
Pretty much keep it standard, pretty much. What you would normally expect from a superstar who's just won the championship.
Next we had a very personal rivalry match.
Oh, personal is not even the word to describe this rivalry.
This has been going on ever since Winterfest. Oh, was it the right one? Full Gear even.
Full Gear, yes.
When MJF cost Cody a shot at the AEW Championship in his match against Jericho.
In which MJF would hit the low blow on Cody on that night, but MJF then forced Cody to undergo some stipulations prior to this match.
Yes, including 10 belt lashes, not hitting MJF until the match, and
Where would you seen that before?
and a cage match with his bodyguard Wardlow.
In which Cody managed to pick up the win.
So of course, Wardlow would accompany MJF to the ring, and Cody was accompanied by Arn Anderson and his wife Brandy Rhodes.
Pretty much.
So this match went from back and forth.
0 to 100 in about 5 seconds.
Yes, there was a disaster kick on MJF that caused him to start bleeding from the head.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes would hit not one, but 2 crossroads.
In this matchup.
And should have ended it there.
But didn't.
And as he was going for the third, MJF was able to hit Cody with his Dynamite Diamond Ring to knock him out and get the pinfall victory.
Completely out of nowhere. So if it wasn't for that diamond ring that MJF used, Cody would have won the matchup.
The match before the main event was the match between Pac.
Again, we apologise, copyright.
And Orange Cassidy.
Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, who despite his kicks of doom, which is those little fake kicks he does,
The guy can go.
he can actually wrestle. But during this match, we did have interference.
Yes, because this match ended when the Lucha Brothers came out and attacked Chuck Taylor and Trent, who were accompanying Orange Cassidy, which would cause a distraction for him,
Yep.
allowing Pac to perform the brutalizer submission hold and win the match.
So freshly squeezed was freshly squeezed, no pun intended.
Next we go to the main event of the evening.
For the AEW World Championship, as Dean Ambrose, John Moxley defends the championship, challenges, should I say.
Yeah, challenges for the
I don't know why I
championship
said that, but I was probably thinking about other stuff, but
against Chris Jericho.
Le Champion.
And this match was fairly entertaining. Remember, these two have worked together several times and know each other well from the WWE days.
Again, copyright.
But let's see how this match went. Well, Jericho, of course, was accompanied by Inner Circle teammates Santana and Otis.
Yes.
And then, of course, more of the Inner Circle would come out to try to get involved, including Jake Hager. They were all ejected from the match.
By referee Audrey Edwards.
However, Sammy Guevara would run into the ring at this point and hit Moxley with a championship.
Right off the skull.
Except Moxley would kick out at 2.
Of course.
Now, a key part of this match and rivalry was the fact that it appeared, at least, that the Inner Circle and Jericho had blinded Moxley in one eye.
By stabbing a metal thing in his eye, I think it was.
a metal fin in his eye. But for weeks he'd been on TV with a
eye injury.
eye patch. So after he is removed, after the inner circle is basically ejected, and the unsuccessful attempt for Guevara to help Jericho. Jericho is going back and forth with the referee.
Audrey Edwards.
When Moxley removes his eye patch to reveal he can see out of both eyes,
not just the one,
catching Jericho by surprise and hits the
paradigm shift.
Dirty Deeds.
Again, copyright.
For the 3 count, and the champion.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Is Jon Moxley, who for the second time in his wrestling career is a world champion. If you count his blame.
Yeah. So that about does it, but Aew Revolution.
We shall quickly go through the results again.
We shall.
In the pre-show, the Dark Order defeated SCU.
They did. In the next match after that, the Jake Hager would defeat Dustin Rhodes by submission.
Then Darby Allin would defeat Sammy Guevara.
Kenny Omega and Handman Adam Page would retain the AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Young Bucks.
Then Nyla Rose would retain the AEW Women's Championship over Chris Statlander.
MJF would defeat Cody.
Pac would defeat Orange Cassidy by submission. And finally, Jon Moxley would defeat Chris Jericho and the rest of the Inner Circle to win the AEW World Championship, ending Chris Jericho's reign after 182 days.
Yes.
So AEW will next be on pay-per-view on May the 23rd when they come back at us
with a sequel of Double or Nothing.
So if it's Double or Nothing, if it's sequel, shouldn't it be Quadruple or Nothing?
And on that note, he's been
Rhys Jones and he's been
Sean Smith. We'll see you soon.